You've got to laugh. He will laugh and he will cry. Born in Glasgow, New Year's Eve 1941. It was wartime Britain who gave birth to that wonderful warrior, who has created army after Red Army behind him. Now 71 years later, more than 9,500 days in charge of Manchester United, the 18th manager in Manchester United's history, Sir Alex, champion again and again and again, and now his 13th Premier League title in 2013, and this one he needs not defend.
Just wonder how much sweeter this is for them, Peter, bearing in mind they stood last year in the Stadium of Light waiting and waiting, and it was ripped from them by Manchester City at the death. And Michael Carrick there, what a season he's had, absolutely wonderful.
Rio scored the winner. Beneath and behind, and after all of the team talks and all of the words of advice and all the words of anger, and no doubt the differences of opinion and the moments of discipline and the moments of behind-the-scenes dissent, because an Old Trafford dissent rarely gets out. Behind all of that, look at the mutual affection, the real understanding each for the other, and all for the club. Wayne Rooney, don't worry, he's raising a smile. And he's got a handshake for the boss as well. And it's Butler. He was unfortunate enough to be at the eye of the biggest playing storm of this season when Sir Alex's last crack at the Champions League was snatched away largely by his dismissal. David De Gea, who has certainly grown into this league this year, and has a lot to thank the manager for. Raphael missed the bulk of his party because of his red card last week. Doesn't matter. And Robin van Persie, who this year made the difference. And a particularly lusty clap of the hands from the boss for his red-headed dynamo, who also bows out today. Cleverly is another who has become a Manchester United player in a really meaningful way this year. What a smart acquisition Cavill has been. And then there's Giggs, 13 times champions of England. He's won the Premier League as many times as Arsenal. Walking wounded. Actually young, only just walking. Another who had his life changed when Sir Alex rang. Likewise Chris Smalling, the first time champion. A year ago, they lost their title by the cruelest, tiniest, latest of traumatic fractions. So how did Manchester United respond? They bounced back and they won it by a mile. A month early, a cat and clear of their nearest challengers. Not even close. And that has been the Ferguson hallmark. But no man, not even he, is bigger than the club. No club bigger than Manchester United. England's champion club for a 20th time. In Fergie time. It's just another case of history repeating itself. Sir Alex Ferguson's history, which went on and on and on and on. He won right to the very end. And this party will take some stopping. Vidic was never going to get the trophy to himself today. The Manchester United players wanted their manager at the centre of the picture, and he enjoys the moment with each of them. In a way, Craig, that's what marks itself out more than anything here as you look at these scenes. The affection, actually, beneath it all, the affection they have each for the other.
Well, I think it's, yeah, I mean, obviously it's a squad game, but I think, you know, from Ferguson's point of view, the manager, it's about man management, and I think, on top of all the wonderful players and world-class players he's had, it's the ability to man manage and gel squads and players and superstars and egos together and get them to play and get them to enjoy each other's company. There's always the occasions where things go a bit awry and you've got to sort them out. That's part of the job, but it's been another side rebuilt, remodeled, reshaped. Some young, some old, some experienced, some inexperienced. Handing the reins over to David Moyes. I thought it was poignant as he talks to Steve Bruce and Brian Robson, his message to the fans and his speech when he said, "You supported me in my time in need, now support the new manager." I thought that was poignant.
It was a lovely line, wasn't it? A really lovely line. And what a fascinating conversation that would be to eavesdrop on. But the bounce back as well has been so illustrative of everything he stands for. Adversity has only ever been a catalyst for success at this club. By Ferguson's example, his ethic, his flair, his drive, his sheer force of personality, he has insisted that they win it back. And right to the very end, he has got his way. Manchester United, remember, went a generation without this sort of celebration between 1967 and 1993, 26 years. And now, in the ensuing 20 years, they've won it 13 times. Barclays Premier League champions in 2013, as they were in 11, 9, 8, 7, 3, 1, 2000, and 5 times throughout the 1990s. And all of this bouncing and partying is going on in front of the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. And a 71-year-old man who's about to have a hip replacement is being asked to bounce up and down.
Yeah, he doesn't look as if he's moving too bad to me. I've got to say, well, Wigan won the FA Cup yesterday and couldn't really celebrate because they've got a big match at Arsenal on Tuesday. But I don't think there's anything going to stand in the way of these players and management and club celebrating this. I keep thinking it's the last day of the season. It's not. This was wrapped up relatively early again, wasn't it? And I think that's testament to the response after the disappointment of last season.
Yeah, they have been 20 times champions for 20 days now, actually. A couple of Mondays ago against Aston Villa, Van Persie's hat-trick. That's when the party began, but it's a month-long party, and as you were saying earlier, there is a scarcity of tickets for next weekend's finale at the Hawthorns, when Sir Alex really does say farewell for the final time to spend more time with Lady Cathy and the rest of his somewhat neglected family.
And do you think he's made the right move?
It wasn't a bad one, was it?
Well, it was a no-brainer, wasn't it? As big a good a club as Arsenal are, it just had to be done.
Let's hear from him. We hope to hear from Sir Alex very shortly. I believe he's being manoeuvred towards the microphone. I hope to get a chat with him shortly, but he has an adoring public to deal with first. Years, 122 days old today. Not quite the oldest manager ever to take charge in the Barclays Premier League. That was Bobby Robson, who was some 70 days older when he left Newcastle in 2004. But certainly the most successful elder statesman, who is going to take some dragging away from those who have come to sing his name and the names of those over whom he has cast his watchful eye this triumphant season. Well, the man who scored the historic goal today was improbably Rio Ferdinand. So let's hear from him.
To win the Old Trafford, the man's desire to win football matches, to keep bringing success to the football club, he deserved to have 3 points on his last home game.
Your first goal in 5 years, surely that's worth a new contract alone before he goes.
It'd be nice to go and speak to the board and hopefully the manager puts a word in for me, yeah.
What was it like in the room when he actually said he was retiring?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a personal moment between us and the squad and the manager, but I mean, it's emotional. I mean, he's had so many years here. This is like his second home, and for us to hear him say it, we were devastated. But as you know, this club, it's a great club, and we have to move on, and he wants that.
What does today mean to you, though? Yet another winner's medal.
Yeah, I mean, to be dreaming about this type of stuff, you can't really say what it means, but these fans, they deserve it. They supported us through thick and thin, and long may it continue.
Well, Rio, thank you.
Well, Greg, Rio Ferdinand spoke there about moving on. My goodness me, what a job that is going to be for Mr. Moyes. Follow that.
Yes, and we watch with interest. It's going to be nigh and impossible to repeat what Sir Alex has done, but they've been the best team in the country by far. They were asked the question, the gauntlet was thrown down by Manchester City, especially last summer. What are you going to do about it? And they responded in the manner that this club normally does. It's up to David Moyes to take it on. What a great challenge for him, and what a great day and great experience for these players. We wish Sir Alex all the best in his retirement. I'm sure he'll be here to join many games. It's been a wonderful career, and I've got to say, Peter, working with you as well, it's been a privilege to be here.
Thank you, Craig. I can only echo what you say to Sir Alex. I may presume it's a privilege, responsibility, and perhaps a little presumptuous of me to articulate it this way, but on behalf of the whole football world, congratulations, Manchester United, and more than that, Sir Alex Ferguson. Thank you.
Well, here. Well, here to that from Peter, and indeed from Craig. A wonderful, emotional day for Sir Alex Ferguson. We can hear now from one of his key men, the key man, arguably, after his signing from Arsenal. Let's catch up with Robin van Persie.
Robin. You said to us it was great to win it. All you want to do is get your hands on that trophy. What was it like to lift it?
Amazing. It's heavy.
You're not complaining, are you? Come on. What does that mean to you to have that round your neck?
It means a lot to me, you know. And I couldn't have wished for this year to be better, you know. It's an amazing year. Only in my wildest dreams I could have imagined that it would be like this, you know. From day one up until now, it's just a dream coming through. And we have a great bunch of players, so hopefully we'll win even more.
It would have been different for different players, but what was it like for you when Sir Alex said, I'm going?
It was a really sad day, you know. Everyone understands it, and everyone is very thankful for all those years. But from my point of view, I think it's a massive honour for me to have worked with him for 1 year. Even though it's just 1 year, 1 year is not a lot, but it's been an unbelievable years with such an impact. So I want to thank him again. He's been unbelievable. He's a great manager, and he's even a great person. You know, the way he is, the way he handles his players, the way he is in general as a person is unbelievable. So he deserves all the credit. He's amazing.
Robin, congratulations and well done.
We're going to leave the scenes at Old Trafford for just a couple of moments. If any more big interviews come through, we will get back live there and bring them to you. But let's talk a little bit about Robin van Persie.